Welcome back to the channel. We back, baby. We back. I know it's been a few days, man. So I'm just trying to get everything situated before I move out. I'm moving into my first apartment. If you guys didn't know, people that have been watching me consistently, you know that I am moving out of my parents' house officially. So I'm getting ready for that. I'm excited for this new chapter in my life, and yeah. Well, let's get into this video, man. Women are not wanting a serious relationship. And why is that? Because they have plenty of options. They have different options. And with the options they have, if they do decide to want a serious commitment, most of these women would pick the guy that has more money, has more status, the guy that has his stuff together, basically. So in today's world, man, as a man, if you ain't got your money together, if you're not together financially, man, a lot of women aren't gonna look your way. Right? And that's the sad truth, because your value as a man should come from within, who you are within. But nowadays, man, people want you for your money, and people looking at what type of job you work, how much money you got and all that stuff, your status. And it's messed up how today's world is, but that's just how it is, man. And as men, we have to adjust. We have to adjust on how the world is nowadays. So if you, as a man, don't have your stuff together financially, not only women, but the world is not going to look your way. The world's going to think you don't even exist. Because there's a lot of good people that don't have a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? But me personally, I'm not going to overlook a person that doesn't have a lot of money. That's just me personally. But, you know what I'm saying, as far as the world goes, and as far as like women and dating goes, you got to have your stuff together financially, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all women operate like this, but, most of these women nowadays want you for your money and all that. And you have to adjust. You have to adjust, man, or you're just going to get left behind. And it's crazy how that, you know what I'm saying? And I learned that the hard way from our, situationship I was in last year. You know what I'm saying? I learned that the hard way. I remember asking this girl, like, hey, you don't seem like the type of woman that wants you for your money. She was like, no, Jaden, I do value a guy that has money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you may think, and a lot, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you may think she a gold digger, but, and that's how a lot of women are. I'm not saying every woman's like this, but a lot of women are gold diggers, man. You know what I'm saying? And us men, and that's why a lot of men don't want to date these women, because they know that these women are gold diggers, and these, you know what I'm saying? And then they know that women aren't just there for them. They're not looking at who that man is within first before his money and his status. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women just going like, oh, he got money, I want to be with that guy. You're not actually looking at that man, who he is within. Because there's a lot of men that have money and stuff, they're not good within. And women still gonna be with them. That's not how it should be. If you, at least, man, if you want to be with a man that has status, a man that has his stuff together, at least look at who he is as a person first. Is he a good man? Is he, you know what I'm saying? Is he a good man? Is he going to communicate with you? Is he going to, you know what I'm saying? Doing his personality, who he is as a person and who he is within. First, you know what I'm saying? Even though money is important, that's important. Don't get me wrong, money is important. But it's not everything. That's not the most important thing. The most important thing is who you are within, spiritually and mentally and all that, and your physical too, right? That all matters before money, right? So, a lot of these women, man, you have to be careful, man. You gotta be careful who you're dealing with out here. Because most of these women, like I said, gonna want to go for the guy that has his stuff together. But most of the time, that woman isn't gonna be with that guy for who he is as a person. She's going to be with him for what he can do for her, can do what, be with him, what he can, provide for her. You know what I'm saying? And not be with him at who he is as a person first. Right? And that's why a lot of men are staying single, like myself. Right? That's why I'm staying single. I'm not gonna put myself in that situation again. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna talk to women, because I have a few women that, I'm saying, that I have a woman that I talk to. Right? We're cool and all that. You know what I'm saying? We're just cool. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. I'm not trying to be in no commitment with her. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I'm not saying she's that type of woman, but I'm not going to, put myself in that situation again. Because most of these women will switch up on you. Let's be real. Most women switch up. You know what I'm saying? Most women will switch up on you. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how she feels. It's all about how you make her feel in the moment. You know what I'm saying? If you're not meeting up to most of these women needs, they're going to find that elsewhere. So you as a man, you gotta understand your woman. You gotta understand what the woman you dealing with, right? Focus on your journey of life. Focus on your purpose until God blesses you for the right one. Pray about it. Pray for the right one comes along. Don't rush it. Don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't, again, I'm not saying you can't talk to different women. You can talk to different women. You can have experiences, I guess, but don't take these women serious until you know she's the right one. Take your time with these women. Take your time for these women, bro. That's why I'm going to do. I'm going to start taking my time with these women, because I never, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? She might be cool with me for a minute. Next day, she just want to break, you know what I'm saying? You just never know. You never know. You never know. Right? It's best just to be single right now until you know for sure she's the right one. For sure she's the right one. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm moving. And then also, you know what I'm saying, if I end up getting married, I'm not letting no woman stay with me either. I'm not letting no woman stay with me until I put a ring on the finger. I'm not letting no woman stay with me until we're married. After we get married. That's when, okay, now she can move in with me. I'm not, cause I don't know. You just never know nowadays, man. That's just how I'm moving now. You know what I'm saying? I'm adjusting to how things are nowadays with women and dating. Again, all women are like this, but you know what I'm saying? Most of them, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, man. Be careful who you dealing with, man. Be careful who you dealing with, fellas. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't understand why, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, most of these women just they don't want commitment. They don't want commitment. They don't want nothing. They don't want to build something from scratch. They want you when you at the finish line. Most of these women want you when you at the finish line. And there's nothing wrong with that. You don't get me. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just something we have to adjust to as men. We can't get mad when a woman switch up on you. It happens. If a woman switch up on you, it happens. Do not get mad about it. Women gonna say things to you. Don't get offended by it. You know what I'm saying? It's about how she feels, man. It's how she feels in the moment. You know what I'm saying? She might be, you just never, you know what I'm saying? But just don't get upset when a woman, switches up on you. You know what I'm saying? It's normal. It happens. Right? It happens. Right? So, man, y'all stay prayed up. I hope, men, I pray that things get better. You know what I'm saying? But right now, man, it's best just to be single. Continue living your life with family if you got good family in your life. Friends if you have friends in your life. You know what I'm saying? Take a trip by yourself if you need to. Just focusing on you, man, and hopefully you find that right one. If not, you know what I'm saying, most men might stay single forever. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. That's okay because they've seen it all. Most men have seen it all nowadays. And I don't blame men for being single nowadays. I don't blame them. Because we just don't want to, put our energy into a woman and she ain't then she'll sweet, you know, break up with you. She might cheat on you. You just never know, right? So, but that's all I got for this video, man. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.